4 bullets tore through his coat. 2 horses were shot from under him. He kept riding. That day, a young Virginian named George Washington should have been gone forever. Instead, history was just getting started. On February 22, 1732, George Washington was born in Westmoreland County, Virginia, the son of a farmer and a dreamer. When his father died suddenly, 11-year-old George lost everything: his schooling, his stability, and his future as he knew it. No fancy college, no wealthy connections, just grit, a pencil, and a burning need to prove himself. By 16, he was mapping wilderness for money as a land surveyor. By 20, he was commanding troops, not because someone handed him power, but because no one else stepped up. In 1755, during the French and Indian War, Washington rode into one of the most devastating ambushes in American military history. General Braddock was struck down within minutes, soldiers scattered in all directions, but Washington rode through the chaos, 4 bullet holes in his coat, 2 horses collapsing beneath him, rallying survivors and leading what remained of the army to safety. The governor of Virginia gave him command of the entire state's military force. He was 25 years old. But his greatest test was still coming. In June 1775, a new nation needed a leader. The Continental Congress unanimously chose George Washington as commander-in-chief of the Continental Army. He accepted without pay. What followed was 8 years of the hardest, coldest, most impossible war imaginable. Washington lost more battles than he won. At Valley Forge, his men starved in the snow, wrapping their feet in rags, and still he stayed. Then came Christmas night, 1776. With his army fading and the Revolution nearly over, Washington made the boldest move of the entire war. He loaded 2,400 soldiers into boats in a freezing, ice-filled river, crossed the Delaware under cover of darkness, and launched a surprise strike on the enemy garrison at Trenton at dawn. The victory shocked the world and saved the American Revolution. 7 years later, when the war was finally won, something extraordinary happened. Washington walked away. He gave up his command. He refused the crown. King George III of England, upon hearing this, reportedly said, "If he does that, he will be the greatest man in the world." He did, and he was. In 1789, he became the first president of the United States, unanimously elected, not once, but twice. He served 2 terms, set every precedent that still holds today, and then walked away again. Because for Washington, power was never the point. The nation was. On December 14, 1799, George Washington took his final breath at Mount Vernon, surrounded by family. At his funeral, his old general said the words that echo through history: "First in war, first in peace, first in the hearts of his countrymen." He never wore a crown. He never needed one. If this story moved something inside you, hit subscribe and stay with us. Every week, we bring history's greatest lives straight to your screen. Drop a comment below and tell us who should we cover next. The greatest stories ever told are right here. Don't miss a single one.